Show. Turn up your mind.
Control yourselves. New York City is our home, not a playground for your misplaced anger.
President Biden weighing in on the city's security, but not on the case's specifics.
No, I have faith in the New York Police Department.
On social media, Mr. Trump, without evidence, has lashed out at Judge Merchan as Trump-hating, while blasting the Democratic DA as corrupt and his case as election interference. Overnight, Judge Merchan ruling in Mr. Trump's favor, agreeing to keep television cameras out of today's hearing, as his lawyers requested, but allowing them to set up in a hallway outside the courtroom.
Okay.
A group of still photographers will be allowed to take photos in the courtroom before the proceedings begin.
They're doing it.
With his legal fate out of his control, Mr. Trump and his advisors are trying to use the indictment to boost his prospects for 2024. He's expected to return to Florida later today, delivering a defiant primetime address to supporters from his Mar-a-Lago estate.
You gotta be kidding me.
Since the indictment, the Trump campaign says it has raised more than $7 million.
Oh! $7 million. $7 million from the base, from Al-Qaeda. $7 million from the poorly educated. $7 million to a billionaire. Okay, you know, you're going to have to explain that to yourself and your freaking wife. I don't know how you're, sending, money to Donald J. Trump, a freaking billionaire who arrived in a 747 and will leave in a 747 and is on trial for, paying hush money to porn stars. I don't know. I haven't seen the indictment yet. He's there. Everybody, he's there, just so that you know he's there. This trial, the trial itself will probably not even occur until, earliest next year, maybe 5 years from now, maybe never, maybe 10. I mean, Ken Paxton, the Attorney General of Texas, he's under indictment for securities fraud and has been the whole time he's been Attorney General of Texas. Benjamin Netanyahu, he's under indictment as, the leader of, the state of Israel. And what did he do? He said, I'm going to take over the judiciary is what I'm going to do. He got legal trouble, become the legal. This is a very sick, very twisted reaction, but that is the reaction of Republicans all the time, which is why I want you to pay attention not to New York, not to Manhattan, but to Wisconsin. What? Yes, Wisconsin today is the place where people need to draw their attention to. If you live in Wisconsin, you need to vote today. What do you mean I need to vote today? It's like a Tuesday in freaking April. I know it's a Tuesday in April. I understand this is why it's a Tuesday in April. It's a Tuesday in April because, I don't know how much other people not living in Wisconsin know about Wisconsin. But here's what you should know about Wisconsin, and especially if you live in Wisconsin and you have the ability to vote today and you don't know this about Wisconsin, you need to know this about what? Manhattan? No, Wisconsin. Wisconsin is a swing state, okay? Wisconsin is evenly divided by population with people who vote for Democrats and people who vote for Republicans. You also have independents mixed in there. It is a swing state and it is almost evenly divided. You would never know that if you looked at the legislature of Wisconsin, would you? No, because the legislature of Wisconsin is ate up with Republican representatives. It's ate up with Republican senators. You have 99 seats in the state assembly, which is the state house in Wisconsin. Total, 99 seats. You know how many Republicans have? 63 of 99. Okay, let's go over to the Senate. You know how many seats the Senate has? 33. You know how many Republican held? 21 of 33 in the Wisconsin Senate. Why is that, Randy? How are you telling me that this is an evenly divided state with regard to the population? I'm telling you that because it is the most, believe it or not, gerrymandered state in the United States. Wisconsin. Who would have thunk it? But it's true. Wisconsin is the most gerrymandered state in this nation. Although the voters in Wisconsin are evenly divided between Democrats and Republicans, the gerrymanders actually produce more Republican districts and more Republican Senate seats. So there you have it. And today there is this massive challenge in Wisconsin, not just to the Supreme Court. I hope you know that the Supreme Court is having an election. In Wisconsin, they elect their Supreme Court justices. And it's a choice between a very moderate, human, and a super right-wing ideologue, a super right-wing, good old boy, I will ban abortion, told everybody what his position is, and now is calling his, challenger a liar for saying what his position is, but he told everybody what his position is on the TV. She happened to see it, repeated it, and he freaking called her a liar for doing that. This is the quality of person that you would get on Wisconsin's state Supreme Court. Now, why does that matter? Why is that the most important thing? Well, it's the most important thing because, as I circle back to the top of what I just said, Wisconsin is a swing state. All electoral votes go, whoever wins the majority, all the electoral votes go to that particular candidate, okay? That particular candidate, which is how Obama won in Wisconsin with 14 points, okay? Then we got Scott Walker. You remember what he did to that state, right? And so the Wisconsin Supreme Court and the Wisconsin legislature, the Senate, is having an election today. And it could literally change the fact that Wisconsin votes in order to choose their electors. Oh, yeah, it could. The state legislatures of every state chooses the manner in which your state selects its electors. And that was never a thing. That was never an item of concern. It was never something you really had to focus on unless you were having a very deep conversation about, do we really have a right to vote?